guys, welcome back to our holiday series. Today I'm excited to share another classic with a twist, vegan mashed potatoes and gravy. This recipe has been part of my personal journey toward a holistic and healthier lifestyle, perfectly aligning with the nourishing habits found in the Blue Zones. We're keeping warm holiday flavors while still making choices that are kind to our health. Inspired by the Blue Zones, regions known for their long-lived healthy communities, this recipe reinvents a family favorite in a health-conscious way. Perfect for anyone looking to add a healthier yet delicious option to their holiday spread. So let's get started.
Okay, so first we're going to get our potatoes ready. I'm using peeled and quartered yellow potatoes, which are perfect for mashing. You can also leave the skins on for more nutrients, which I tend to do for the day today. But for special occasions and holidays, peeled potatoes will make the mashed potatoes extra smooth. Next, we're going to put them in a pot of water and bring it to a boil. And real quick, I want to share my Blue Zone Starter ebook with you. It's a collection of 5 amazing plant-based recipes, each inspired by the diets of the longest living cultures around the globe. They're delicious recipes that contribute to a healthier, more vibrant lifestyle. And it's absolutely free. Just click the link in the description to grab your copy. Okay, so while the potatoes are cooking, we're going to make the gravy. I'm going to start with the garlic and mushrooms. They're optional, but they add great flavor. I always try to add in more plant-based foods like these to boost the flavor and nutrients. I've been sneaking mushrooms into dishes since my kids were little. They always thought they didn't like them, but sometimes it's just about the texture. By blending them into sauces and gravies, they enjoyed the flavor without even realizing it. It's a great way to add extra nutrients without a fuss. And speaking of nutrition, this is where the Blue Zone's philosophy really shines through. In these regions, people incorporate a variety of plant-based foods into every meal. It's all about getting diverse nutrients in a way that's still delicious and kid-friendly. For a smoother gravy, you can always blend the sautéed garlic and mushrooms to create a uniform texture. Or if you prefer a more rustic feel, leave them as they are. Either way, they bring a wonderful depth and richness to the gravy. So next, we're going to melt some olive oil or butter in the pan and sauté the garlic and mushrooms on medium-low heat until they're golden. It's important to stir frequently so the garlic doesn't burn, which can turn the gravy bitter. As these ingredients simmer and soften, they develop a rich, savory flavor. Sautéing is such a simple technique, but it makes a world of difference. Once the garlic and mushrooms are done, we're going to set them aside. So now we're going to create the base of our gravy. We'll use the same pan to start our roux on medium heat, keeping all that flavor intact. This mix of vegan butter and flour thickens the gravy just right. Next, we'll add in our vegetable broth. I'm using my favorite vegan bouillon cube and water. And we're going to continuously whisk that for a smooth, velvety gravy. Next, some tamari or soy sauce, nutritional yeast, thyme, onion powder, garlic powder, sage, and here I would have also added the maple syrup, but I somehow forgot. And then we'll also add some pepper. We're going to continue whisking, and you can see how it's already starting to thicken. And then we'll add in the mushrooms and garlic. And because I have kids who aren't fans of mushrooms, I'll blend them in. Easy. When it's finished, I like to add a touch of fresh parsley and some pepper. And that's it. It's such a simple recipe and it comes together fast. Okay, so now we'll check our potatoes. They should be soft enough to be pierced easily with a fork. It takes anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes. And once they're finished, take them off the heat and carefully drain out the water. I'm going to use my stand mixer, so I'll put them in the bowl. As a quick side note, I also use roasted garlic, which is optional, but it also adds great flavor and nutrients. If you decide to use it, it's super easy. The directions are on my website at becomingyouwithjulie.com. So I'm just going to add the roasted garlic to the potatoes. and then I'll add the melted vegan butter. I also make these with olive oil or even without, it just depends on the occasion. For the holidays, I usually use butter because it's a bit more indulgent. Before I use the mixer, I like to mash these with a potato masher just to break them up a bit. Okay, so now we're going to mix them and add in our warm plant-based milk gradually. You could also use a handheld electric mixer if you prefer. We want to make sure not to overmix. We're going for fluffy, not gummy. You may need to scrape down the sides at some point too. And then we'll add in some pepper and salt. And that looks great to me.
And there you have it, our comforting vegan mashed potatoes and gravy, inspired by the healthy, long-living lifestyles of the Blue Zones. This simple dish is a perfect example of being able to enjoy the richness of the holidays in a healthier, plant-based way. I hope this recipe adds a special touch to your meals and inspires you to explore more plant-based options. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more recipes. And don't forget to visit my website for more healthy living tips and recipes. The link is in the description below. I'll see you next time.